Alrighty guys, hey, day 2 of our Washington DC tour for you, and come reminisce with me. Here's the Lincoln Memorial, obviously, looking across the reflection pool to the Washington Monument. What a view. It was hot, but it was a gorgeous day. People were generally behaving, and it was amazing to see this again. Last time I was here, I was 13 years old, and it was moving then as well. This was one of my favorite spots, Jefferson Memorial in the Doric Greek build, and the columns are quarried marble, and the portico was unbelievable, and it goes all the way around. I just can't get over the money and the size of. I didn't get to see this when I was little. And then he is a single cast bronze piece under a dome, again in the style of the Roman architecture, like the Pantheon still exists today. Then the National Archives, and here we are into the museums already. And what a thrill, guys. Look at this. Oh boy. Look at this center dome and rotunda. We got Mercury in bronze fountain. I just had a grin on my face through this whole thing. You know how much we love art, and this just went on and on and on. Look at how glorious. Okay, so we're going to see and take you through several sections. The oil paintings are a must. These are reproduced paneled rooms. The whole room is done with furniture. The bronzes and the marbles are exquisite. Just unbelievable. You can imagine. You can come here and tell that this country has a little bit of money, because we have everything you could think of. This bust here was unusual to me. In his battle armor, I loved it. And the early mother and child pieces just move me to no end. Just amazing. 12th, 13th, 14th century pieces intact here, right up close, and plenty of them. You know, they're bought up all around the world, traded, auctioned. Some countries, you know, have more than others at their fingertips, and we certainly have our share of absolute exquisite art. And the religious art was not lagging behind either. Love the Gothic form here, probably 1600s. almost endless. I mean, it was a job to get through the gallery of art. Here's stained glass pieces with sculptures. You know, I had to get in some Italian porcelain. Love these. Look at the detail. Romulus and Remus. The story that formed Rome. In a bronze piece. All kinds of things. So much, you know, we can't show every detail, every piece, but coins, medals, medallions. Here's Putti. Early original Italian art. This frieze, I went nuts over the pure depth of it out of one piece of marble and then framed. And we just went crazy over this. Is a different depiction of David in a single piece of marble. He's got a sling, some rocks, and of course he was a shepherd. Unbelievable bronze pieces. 15th, 16th, 17th century, right on up. Here's your Make-A-Wish. Good luck. Fountain piece. Marble busts galore. So many you couldn't count or keep track of them. Just incredible. These look like a set of andirons from a castle to me. And the workmanship, of course, is top shelf. Here's, look at this three-dimensional frieze. Oh boy, so good. Neptune and bronze. Or Poseidon. Depending on if you're Greek or Roman, they had their own names for the same character. Here's Pluto again, and the wonderful oval. Look at the, these ewers with the gold accents, and there's a pear. Everything. This whole paneled room was bought, moved, and redone, put back. The marble fireplace, the table, the bronze pieces, the artwork. All of this incredible walnut paneling. The Louis XIV buffet. And this is Rembrandt Self Portrait. Can't mistake him. This could be Artemis. And look at these examples. We went nuts over the terracotta. These aren't seen all the time. Now we have this one, the Gloria Victis, which is just I'm nuts about. But this is the full size. See how big? Oh my goodness sake. You might have seen ours in our pan of our room at Christmas time. And this is the famous Greek depiction of the battle of the half horse and half man army that came after their women in Greek mythology. Wonderful pieces. Great marble halls. Famous sculptors. Look at this Italian piece. It's the cute as heck. These are little artists. See, one has the palette and one's a sculptor, and they're being taught by the masters. I love that. Oh, and some Western art, like, it might not be your favorite, or it might, but they had Western art here that nobody can touch, of course, because it originated in our country. Beautiful, incredible landscapes. And here's another garden interlude. This is just walking in between the areas of the museum. Now you're seeing some of the individual rooms where the artwork is hanging. Spectacular. And we went nuts over this oval with the plaster relief, gold gilding. This was, I gotta think, early, end of 16th or 17th century. Just nuts about it. All the frames are special. This, you guys will relate. I love this in any porcelain, but this is just so cute. And so well done. It looks like you could grab the pitcher and pour milk out to get a drink. The still life is really amazing, special here. Looks like apple blossoms. And of course, John Singer Sargent, super famous, and he did the Vanderbilts. This one made me move more than anything in the whole place. I'm not sure why, but it was so good. Now this is walking from one building to the other where the restaurant is, and this is a real modern waterfall. Really pretty. And if you like Monet, there was a ton. Renoir, I don't think they skipped a soul. he loved his garden at home and his plants and waterways. Then we're in the Natural History Museum. Incredible life-size depictions of all the animals on the earth. And it was really fun to see the African section because, you know, there's things we don't see all the time at all, or never see. And your Jurassic section with dinosaur skeletal models and cases full of models and real fossils. Like this. I don't think they missed a thing. Look at the size of him. Early rhinoceros. And oh boy, we didn't know the Hope Diamond was here, but it is. Look at the size. And when you're standing in front of it, it makes you think about what it's worth. It was just glorious. In the mineral section in the museum, we all, I think, almost thought was a favorite. It was so spectacular. The size of the specimens that they have here, you know, are things that we don't see. We might have a little chunk, but the vastness, again, I don't think there's anything missing. This is so vast and amazing. Look at the cut open geodes. They get cross-cut geodes, quartz, you name it. Everything, minerals and rocks named I've never heard of. In my lifetime of really being interested in this natural cave crystals, look at the size. I mean, unbelievable. And look here, some amazing finished cut pieces. Just staggering beauty. One of my favorites, this, I call it a sleeve. You can put your whole leg in there. That's how big that wonderful amethyst geode stalactite. Oh man, just the beauty of it. Someday I'd love a chunk of that. All kinds of examples. This one we just all couldn't get over. It looks like an ancient civilization in Peru. It's just, you know, some of God's work. Fluorite from a cave in Illinois. I mean, it's unreal beauty. I think the clear quartz was a real show off. The crystals, see the way they form here, just unbelievable. Real showy and steal the show. Gypsum. Look at these shapes, they're unbelievable. And here's a whole section on, is it the fool's gold or the real gold? No, this is the real. I was surprised that a lot of those large nuggets and examples of the gold come out of California. So, guys, thanks for coming by. We appreciate everybody. Until the next awesome, over-the-top, fun exploration video right here on my take on Home and Garden. Be good, and we'll see you soon.